Good morning everybody. Today for lunch let me make a red Thai curry rice. Since I've got some exotic vegetables with me in the refrigerator, and these vegetables you cannot keep for long because they spoil very easily. So mushrooms and baby corn, then different types of capsicums colors, and corn and broccoli. So let us begin with the procedure of making red Thai curry. Now I require one chopped onion, a few pieces of garlic which I have chopped fine. Then for the masala to grind to paste, I will be using lemongrass, the inner stem. This gives the aroma. This is the main ingredient for Thai. A few of leaves also, lemongrass leaves. This is kaffir leaves, the lemon plant leaves. Then this is the red Thai chili, which is very spicy. And this is galangal. I have cut it into pieces. It is very hard, very difficult to cut, but it gives very good aroma. Then I have chopped a few spring onions for the leaves for garnishing. So now let us begin with the process of making Thai red curry rice. And I will be using ready-made curry paste also. Thai red curry paste you get nowadays, it is very easily available in the market. So I will be using that also to give it more aroma and more taste. For dry masala you require red chilies as per your taste. Actually we have put those red ones also. They are extremely spicy, so I am just putting 2 for color. And this is dhania, around 1 big tablespoon. Roast this and even grind this to powder. We will be using this for the gravy. These are the vegetables that I will be adding to the Thai curry rice, the Thai curry. There is mushroom, there is broccoli, there is zucchini, there is all colors of capsicum and corn, baby corn. First of all, let us dry roast these 2 things and then make powder out of it in the mixer. Grind to paste red chilies, galangal, kaffir leaf, lemongrass, the stem, and 1 leaf I have just put in. Add a little water to make this wet paste, because this lemongrass as well as galangal takes some time, to become into an absolutely fine paste. So you have to grind it for a little longer time. To prepare these Asian and Chinese and Thai and Burmese and Malaysian dishes, you need a very thick bottom pan, that is called a wok. So if you have the wok, or you take a thick bottom kadahi, but don't take a steel one because it will burn the masala. Add 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to this. Let the oil heat up, not very hot, slightly warm let it become. Then add the masala paste to it. See, it is giving such lovely aroma. The lemongrass, the kaffir leaf, the galangal is giving such a lovely aroma. Let us add the onions and the garlic also to this. Now roast this nicely. You can add little water if you want. I have added little water and let it roast nicely until you start getting the aroma. You don't need to brown the onions and the garlic like you do for Indian vegetables. The aroma should be there and it should blend with the rest of the ingredients. While you are roasting the masala, you can saute the vegetables. Take a little oil in another pan and just saute the vegetables just for 2 seconds. Not much, because the vegetables have to be crunchy. This is a ready-made curry paste, red curry paste, which you get everywhere in the market nowadays. All big stores keep them, all the Asian masalas. I am going to add 2 teaspoons of this to the masala that is getting roasted. I have added little more water and I will let them blend and mix with each other and give good aroma and color. We will be adding coconut milk. Coconut milk you can either make your own, buy one coconut and Remove the pieces, grind it in the mixer and then strain the milk, adding water each time. Keep on straining until you get proper thick milk. Or you can buy ready-made. You get these ready-made packs which are really good and very different, all different brands you get. You can buy any brand. I have taken the Thai brand, Thai coconut milk. Added milk to the gravy, and I'm going to add some water also because I'm going to have it with rice, so I need little gravy. Around 1 small glass of water I will be adding to this. Let it come to a boil. See, it's coming beautiful. The color is also spreading. It's absorbing the coconut milk and giving a reddish color slowly. Let us add some salt. Salt you have to be careful because you have added that paste also, no? That too has salt. And I'm going to add more of coriander powder also, which is freshly roasted. The gravy thicken as per your requirement, how you want it. It's already started giving lovely aroma. Now I just have to add the vegetables, which I have sauteed very lightly just for a second. I will be adding these later on when the gravy is ready. It has reached the consistency I want. This is flowing consistency. It's getting its color also. Lovely. Now I'll add the vegetables. I've added the vegetables which I had lightly sauteed in coconut oil. Now I'll immediately put off the gas, otherwise they will become soft and soggy. And I'll serve it hot along with steamed rice. All Thai Asian vegetables are garnished with leaves of spring onion. So I've chopped and washed a few spring onion leaves. I'll add them for garnishing. A very yummy, delicious, aromatic, tasty Thai red curry is ready. Do like, share, comment on my video. Let me know how it is and let me know how did you find the taste. Do make this and enjoy the gravy with rice. Have a good Sunday. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. This is Amita Bagai from Amita's Amazing Kitchen. Thank you so much. God bless you. Keep safe, keep healthy, eat healthy foods and have a good day.